In this video, I have skill issues as I crash in the dry at the Nurburgring, and I had to take some quick avoiding action as I gained 2 places. Hello everyone, and welcome back to a Gran Turismo video, and I'm doing the Nurburgring race again, which is insane to say, as you know from me, because I really dislike this track. However, I quite like this race, if I'm brutally honest, and I'm going to show you why. So you can see there the weather radar. We've got rain coming in shortly in this race, which is a good part of this race, to be honest with you. And it's 6 laps, which is a heck of a race. It's a long distance race. It does mean if you do make a mistake, you can come back in this. There's plenty of strategy there, and this race is no exception, and I'm going to show you now. There's all sorts in this one, so make sure you stay tuned for it. Right, in towards the left we go then in the Mercedes-Benz arena, and then in to the right up ahead. There's a bit of contact. We managed to actually benefit from that. Get on the inside of the BMW. Up into P10 we go. We're looking down the inside of the Ferrari as we go on the brakes. We went a tiny bit deep there. Do I need to give that back? I would say no. I think that's pretty much made. But Rav Hub's going to come back anyway and going to retake that position. So no harm, no foul there. Oh, the BMW have a look down the inside as well there on the left-hander. We're going to have the inside for the right though. So we should keep this position. Now we are in this Mercedes AMG GT. Not many people are using this car. I quite like it. I mean, it's okay in the wet and it's okay in the dry as well. With the wet weather, you do want a naturally aspirated car, to be honest with you, over the turbocharged cars, because the turbo spills up and you get powers in weird sort of situations where the wheels will just spin up for no reason. So an NA car is actually better in this race. So do keep an eye out for that. The Ferrari up ahead, for example, the Porsche ahead of them. All naturally aspirated cars, and that means they're going to perform well here. A bit like the AMG GT here. So we get onto the Nordschleife then, and it's almost known as the North Loop, by the way, for those that weren't sure about that. Got the weather radar down below. We can see dark blue straight away, so that rain's going to come in very quickly indeed, and we do have to keep an eye out on that and how quick it is coming towards the track, because it comes very quickly. We're going to have to put traction control on very, very, very fast. Anyway, through the left and right, here we go then, and into the right. So we're going to accelerate through here. Unfortunately, we just get a whole load of wheel spin very quickly. The BMW takes avoiding action there. I think they managed to survive it, to be honest with you, but very annoying indeed. The wheels just spin up. It's a really weird thing in Gran Turismo where that happens. It's very bizarre. I don't quite get it, but hey, it happens. What I am going to do, though, is put the driving line on. This is a big tip here for the wet weather. Put this driving line on. It's so, so helpful. I did talk about it in the weekly race guide, but we're going to jump on board the race leader right now, who's going through the fast left-hander, gets it all wrong, clips the grass, and is going to go for a spin. This is a bottle job and a half. As they go into the gravel trap, then they're dropping all the way down here, P9. Are they going to go further down? There's P10, P11. They're down to P12 then, when all's said and done. Is a bottle job. Further on in the race then, we're on board the Greek pleb. Hey, it's me. It's the Greek version of me. Hello, mate. Right, in towards the right we go then. They're just going to go a little bit deep there. They're going to force the RTI Italia off there as they continue on through here. But they're going to do something absolutely fantastic. And I always show this where I can show it. They're going to lift and give good sportsmanship. So we're just getting out of the way of everybody there to allow everybody to continue on through. The Greek pleb is going to wait for RTR Italia 458. That nearly bins him off again there. But no, I was waiting for them. And they go on through. A bit further on in lap then. We go on board P10. Who goes to spin on the grass here. Of course, I'm trying to catch up right now. You can see that in the top right-hand side. And we are getting closer to the pack once again, because it's been quite a recovery that we've had to do here after that earlier incident. Through the fast right we go then. We are looking to catch up now as we go to the left. I'm still learning the Nurburgring. I'm not a master of this track in the slightest. So go over here to the front, completely lifts up there. That was very scary indeed. Got a yellow flag here somewhere. What's going on? There is a slow car. Oh, it's the Ferrari from earlier on there. Rav Hub has gone. So they've had an accident. Let's actually have a look exactly what happened to Rav Hub then as they go through here. So they clip the curb on the left. Oh, he just unsettles the car and they go for a spin in the Ferrari. It's a big old spin as well. Look at that. They managed to recover it just maybe. Are you going to recover it? No, not quite. Look at that. A long recovery. Anyway, that rain's getting very close here. So the end of lap 1, I'm going to go in the pits then. And I decide, because I'm an absolute moron, not to refill. Even though I didn't learn my mistake from the weekly race guide, I thought, you know what? I can fuel save here while it's raining. Just don't need to fill. Now, we did actually overtake a couple of cars with not refilling. But I do think I probably should have refilled. And let's find out if it actually works. Now, in terms of everybody pitted bar one person. The Finnish driver who tried to avoid me earlier on when I was spinning out of control. Good luck, my friends. Very good luck, because that rain's getting very close indeed. And I'll say it's dark blue. It's dark green, dark blue, which means very quickly it's going to get very heavy. So, hey, we'll see what happens then. So here we go. The rain has come in here as we get to floodflats then. And we're going to go into this right-hander. Again, we've got to judge the lines accordingly. Initially, you can use that racing line. Not a problem here. But it does get slippy very quickly. And I'm still trying to work out exactly when that crossover is, because I'm still not sure here. The BMW, though, has a fantastic run behind here. This is the Greek pleb, then, on the right-hand side here. As we head towards the left-hander, we're actually going to get it done before we even get there. Brilliant stuff there. Fantastic racing. And we've got a yellow flag up ahead. I have no idea what's going on right now as we go into the right-hander. We're going to exit this, and the yellow flag's gone, so we're not gaining anything here. And we're down to P13 right now. Traction control is on 3. You just saw that. Definitely worthwhile changing traction control in the wet weather. 3 seems to be a good marker for me. Oh, hello. Oh, it's the dry run. The dry run is gone. Now, that is not a surprise with the amount of spray coming off the cars right here. Yeah, the dry tyres are definitely not going to work. So, now with the wets, apparently, we go on a journey. Look at that. We're going lawnmowing. I hope you wanted that mode, because I've just done it for you in this AMG GT. What we will do is we'll go and have a look at what happened to the dry tyre runner and the finished driver, and just see how badly it went wrong for them. So we're at floodflats here as we go through the right-hander. Looking all okay so far. They're full throttle, not even traction control on, and they go for a spin. Ooh, I reckon traction control on would have saved you there, but not quite here. As we fast forward on there. Now, we saw the yellow flag around here somewhere. Where was it? I mean, they're going okay so far. They've got dirt on their tyres as well, so it's going to be extra slippy for this driver as we go into the right-hand. So slow. They're going to have to be so cautious here. Everybody catching them at the speed of sound right now. Oh, they go for a spin as well. Just instantly, that turbo spooled up. Remember what I said about turbocharged cars? You've got to be careful. And we're just going... Well, I need the "you spin me right." I wish copyright wasn't a thing sometimes. I could just lob that on there. That would have been quite hilarious. But so they go for a spin. Some good sportsmanship here as well. Just staying out of the way of everybody there. They realise they want to get back up to speed. They're going to spin the wheels here. And in fact, look what they do now. They head over to the right-hand side again and let even more of the field go by. There was P1 from earlier on who bottled it. And in fact, we're going to go on by. There's the Greek pleb, and there's the ultimate pleb going by. And we'll go back on board myself then in lap number 2. And look at this. This is why I hate the Nurburgring sometimes. You have a... Well, we did have a train of cars, but the Icelandic driver's gone there. But you have this train of cars. It's so hard to overtake here. The track is so much thinner on Gran Turismo, or feels a lot thinner on Gran Turismo compared to other racing games. So you do end up in this train of cars. Up ahead, they have gone for the move here. They're now 3 wide. I say he's been. Look at that. 3 wide. Did they make it work? I have no idea how. They well played to them all. Oh, hello. They've gone there. The German was off the circuit, and they did go into the barrier. What happened to the Icelandic driver then? In towards the left they go. Oh, same sort of thing. Not using traction control, hoping that they could control it. Unfortunately, the wheel spin, the turbocharged engine car goes for the spin there as they spin it back round. I've said spin too many times. Hope you're not having a drinking game there, folks. Right, let's go back on board with myself then. Lap number 2 still here as we head towards the Dottinger. Oh, hello. Somebody else off. The Ukrainian driver off there. So we gain another place. But look at this. It's mad up ahead. Jagiri there going very solid. Oh! That was so close. So close as we get onto the Dottinger straight then. And here we go. This race is fantastic so far. And this is what I like. I don't like the Nurburgring for racing. Or the Nordschleife, should I say. Because I like Nurburgring GP for racing. I just find that I'm just following cars a lot. But oh my word. This race in general is awesome. I absolutely love this race. Now, I am using fuel map here to try and save some fuel because the moron here decided not to refill, which was very annoying. I've only got 3 laps of fuel. I've got 4 laps to go, so I've got quite a bit of saving to do here if I'm going to make it. We'll see what happens. There is a dry patch coming up, so maybe we do what we were going to do in the weekly race guide. We'll have to wait and see them. So we come into the final couple of corners here, and everybody's still surviving so far. P7 was a bit slidey there in the Huracan. I have given the Huracan a go, actually. It's a very good car here, the Nürburgring, and I may end up driving it later on in the week, potentially, but I've got Beat the Meta to do as well, so we will see. Oh, hello! Rav Hub. Now, they were off earlier on. They've just tried to send it round the outside there. Not quite worked. The Lamborghini went off towards the right-hand side here. But you can see here, some people are making good recovery drives right now. They really are in this race. And we're still in this big fight. You know, we had the spin earlier on. We're still in this fight. Now, we go to chase cam here because the Ferrari is trying to send it round the outside on that wet line. They get it done and dust it. Look at that for a move. That is beautiful stuff from Rav Hub. Let's go back on board here. Now, of course, wet lines are a thing in Gran Turismo, so at this moment in time, it's better to stay off them. When you do go on that racing line, it's going to be very slippy indeed. What I highly advise, and a big tip for that racing line, if you're going to use it, don't do anything on it. Oh, hello. There's a Porsche that's disappeared. So I found that if you don't do anything, accelerate or brake, it actually becomes quite grippy. It's only when you do something on there, it actually becomes very slippy. Notice here, I'm just trying to avoid doing it initially until I've got the car rotated. Then I'll accelerate fully, and then it's fine. Traction control was still engaging in 4th gear there. It shows you how slippy it was. Wrap up, we've got a little bit of oversteer there. We go down the inside here. We're going to try and make it work. Had to be really quick reactions there to make that pass there, but we're back up into P7. 6.5 seconds off the lead, I think that says on my screen. It's a bit smaller than what you're seeing right now, so we've got plenty of time here to potentially get to P1. In fact, the person in P1 was the one who bottled it on lap 1. They've made a recovery drive and a half. Oh, hello, big crash there between Lamborghini and Lexus. We'll go 3 wide. Oh, that was close there, so there's a tag between those two, but we managed to escape it. Up into P5 we go then, as we come down into the left-hander then, and up ahead we've got the Greek pleb. So the plebs are making their way through this. Oh, I say that as I go for a bit of a spin here. Lamborghini going to come back at me then. They were in the tag with the Lexus just before. We'll go on board the Lamborghini then as we go through this right-hander, and they just clip a puddle or something because they go off into the barrier then as they look to recover it. Quite well recovered. Oh, a tag from Rap Hope. They go round again. Big accident, that one, and they're going to drop a fair few places there. So they're down to P9, P10 in the end. The Ukrainians just gone in front of them. So further on in lap number 3 then, we've still got the ultimate pleb, that's me, the Greek pleb up ahead. We also have Ashumi as well then, and the Porsche looks like it's struggling a little bit here as we go into the right-hander in YouTube corner then. We've seen a lot of crashes on them on YouTube, should I say, in terms of cars on this corner. We're going to try and get on the inside there, but it gets a bit too slippy, and we don't quite do it here as we head towards the left-hander. The BMW defends that very nicely indeed as we continue on. What we will do, we'll fast forward a little bit then. There's not much going to happen here. It's just going to be follow the leader, as I always say here. I don't like the track because of the follow leader style. It's not my thing. I really do like tracks where it opens up. A bit like Daily Race B, Blue Moon Bay. I really do like that. I don't like the fact I just did that, though. I nearly went off the circuit. I managed to bring it back nicely. We do have Rab Hub and Jagiri behind me. So we've got a Ferrari and a Nissan GTR behind me right now, which could get interesting because up ahead we've got the BMW and Porsche. It could be a 5-way scrap here for P3. We'll have to wait and see. Rory's actually taking the lead during all of this, and here he is up ahead. And let's see what happens in this race, shall we? Down in the bottom left, you may have seen the tyre temperatures. They are not in the game. Before anybody asks me that in the video, I'll say that, I'm 10 minutes in, but they're not in the game. It's something I've added into my own recordings that I can do. I can't show them in game. I can see them on a different screen, which I do look at, but they're not that warm at the moment, the tyres, I'm brutally honest with you. 50s on the front, 554, and then 70s on the rear. Deja vu there. Ralph Hub goes around the outside of the same corner in the Mercedes-Benz arena once again. It's a beautiful move. Didn't really commentate on it too much, but well executed all the same. Now Ralph Hub is on a mission. That Ferrari very strong in the wet. We've seen that in the recent time trial. If you haven't tried it out already, make sure you do check out my guide in order to try and get gold on that one. It's 2 million credits for getting gold, remember. So if you do it very quickly, it's a very fast 2 million credits for you, which is the quickest way to actually make credits in Gran Turismo. Now they had salt there, so we're going to try and take an opportunistic move there down the inside. Doesn't quite work there, being on the racing line. And Ralph Hub goes around the outside of the Porsche, gets the job done finally then, as we go on to the Nordschleife for the 4th time of asking, then in towards the left and the right we go. Notice here, I'm not trying to brake and accelerate too much on that racing line because it's very slippy. You can't really avoid it in this section, so it's all about just maintaining the speed through the corners, letting the car roll when necessary in order to carry that speed. Look how close we got there. Ralph Hub just got a bit of oversteer then. Ashumi goes down the inside. Ralph Hub makes some room there. Good awareness from the Russian driver as we continue on through there. I believe that's the Russian flag, actually. I apologize if it's not. I'm literally looking at a very small screen right now, but brilliant racing all the same from Ralph Hub. Behind Jagiri is very close as well. Floodplats, very dangerous in the wet. You notice that I was just letting the car roll. Again, just waiting for the car to get round before I start accelerating. Ashumi gets a big oversteer moment. Oh, we're going down the inside of a very spinny Porsche. I forgot about that one. I completely forgot that even happened. My word, that was very close indeed. Oh, Jagiri's coming. Look at the speed of the GTR. It's flying right now into the left. Jagiri gets the move done. We don't gain anything here. We're remaining in P6 right now, but that's a beautiful move from Jagiri. And I still can't believe that wasn't a crash. What on earth? What on earth indeed. Anyway, we're in P6. We've still got 2.5 of the laps of this race. I meant to be saving fuel here. I've not even commented on that for the past lap, but we'll see how we go then as we head towards plug clutch. Remember, this is where my E3 moment happened. I do talk about it a lot, I know, because it's kind of cool to be in a video at E3. In towards the left we go, and Jagiri's just done exactly what I did, and it's going to head off, and the Porsche behind's gone off. They're joined together. They've got on a date there with Barry R. Yeah, a little three-way date. Nice to see, isn't it? So they've all gone there. We remain in, or we gain P5, and finally out of that P6 position. So up ahead, look at that. Ramp Hub is going to go off the circuit. So dirty tyres, wet weather, very, very, very slippy. There's literally no grip. It's like ice. It's even worse than ice, I would say, to be honest with you, in these cars. So we are going to catch very quickly to Ramp Hub. This traction control 3 there is working well for me. Another tip here for brake balance. Do move it forward in the wet weather just to avoid the oversteer, under braking it. It just increases the efficiency of the brakes that little bit more. Hopefully some of these tips are actually helping you as we go into the right-hander then. And we are very close. Can we make a move? No. The amount of oversteer Ramp Hub's getting here is actually insane. But, I mean, you're holding it. Fair play to you. As we go into the left-hander, the rear tyres now are cooling off as well. So that stronger wet weather we briefly had there with the dark green on the weather map, it did cool the tyres a little bit then. But I do expect the tyres to cool a lot, if I'm brutally honest with you. You know, when it gets to wet weather scenario, you expect the tyres to really cool, and then when it starts to dry, to heat up. We saw in the weekly race guide, the tyres don't heat up at that point. You know, the intermediates don't burn up the same way you expect them to. So I'm not sure what's going on with the tyre model. Maybe they've got like their own temperatures on each tire where it becomes good or bad. I'm not sure, if I'm honest with you. It's something I do want to investigate more, and that's why the temperatures are on screen right now. I'm using all the footage to try and get an understanding of tire temps, how they really work, because nobody really knows. Ralph up there gets a huge amount of oversteer on the exit, or we managed to use traction control to bolt past here back into P4. Then my favorite position, you know, the most common position I've finished in the World Finals when I attended those. Now back on board, Iker here, bottled it on lap 1 in P1s, down to P2 right now. Accelerates out of the corner here on the penultimate lap, lap number 5. It goes for a spin then, and around the Lamborghini driver goes into the barrier. Fortunately, there's no collision penalties in terms of the barrier this week, which is nice to see. They've turned them off. I appreciate that. And they've lost a lot of time. Sorry, not the Ultimate Pleb. The Greek Pleb's up ahead. I am the Ultimate Pleb. But look at Raphup going for the move at flood pass. This is so dangerous. I made some space there just in case. It's a beautiful effort. It did slow us both down massively, though. But hey, you got to go for the moves. What happens if I'd have made a mistake? Hey, who knows? Right, 0.9 laps of fuel. 1 lap of racing to go. Those of you who could do maths probably can work out that I'm very low on fuel right now, which is why I'm a moron for not refueling. But we did get the fastest lap there. And the best way to save fuel is actually not use a fuel map, is to short shift. And notice the gap to Rory is coming down. It was 10 seconds, then it's 7. Now it's 6 seconds to Rory. So we're catching Rory, and I figured out Rory was on the wet weather tyres at the time. It's the only reason we could catch Rory so quick, in my opinion. 4.3 seconds now. That gap continuing to come down here. Can we catch Rory on the final bit of this track? The dusting is straight. That would mean slipstream. We can see Rory right there. There, the other two there. That's the podium right in front of us right now. And we are looking to catch while saving fuel, which is the annoying part here. Under 4 seconds. It's under 2 seconds right now as we go into the mini carousel, and through there we go. I'm trying to bolt out of here. It's getting the slipstream to be involved in this fight. 1.1 lap of fuel remaining. 2% of fuel. Here we go. Through the right we go then. As long as we get close, we'll be in the slipstream. We can save a bit of fuel in that slipstream and potentially make a move at the end. We just get the corner slightly wrong there. Had to lift a little bit. Going to cost me a bit of time then. So let's jump on board the Greek Pleb here, who's behind Iker, and then Rory's up ahead. It's going to be a 3-way scrap here for the race lead. I'm not giving this one up behind there. You see myself in the top right hand side. So Iker goes to the left of Rory. BMW goes behind Iker, goes towards the left-hand side. Then the final lap, the final time on the dusting is straight here. Who is going to get the victory? The BMW goes into the lead right now, but that's not all said and done, I'm sure. Here we go on board the Lamborghini as we head towards the final few corners. Then it breaks a little bit there. Can't make any space at the moment. But going into here, going to release the brakes. Go down the inside. Did it get it stopped? They do get it stopped, to be fair. Quite an aggressive move. I'd argue that was fair in the grand scheme of it. And Iker's going to get the victory here. What a move on the last corner. The Greek Pleb goes down to P3. Unfortunately, we get nowhere with no fuel left in the car. I'm actually going to run out at the line, so I managed to bring it back there. But what a race that was. That was absolutely fantastic. Different strategies coming together at the end there. Iker bottled it at the start, came back there, bottled it again, and still came back and won the race there. I've crashed at points there. The Greek Pleb, who was in front of me, Rory went on the wet tyres, completely different strategy, bolted out towards the front, just struggled on the last lap with the trying track, and it all came to a head on the Dottinger Straight. That was a beautiful race. I loved this race. I think it's fantastic. I'll always hate the Nurburgring in terms of a racetrack for racing. Time trial is unbelievable as well. I don't think it's the best racetrack, but this combo this week is absolutely fantastic. The length, the strategy, it's absolutely awesome. It's a banger of a race. I just wish it was medium tires. I think that would have benefited even more. That's it though for this video. I do hope you enjoyed that race. It's absolutely brilliant, and make sure you do give it a try this week. If you have enjoyed it, give it a like, subscribe, all the good stuff. 2 videos there to check out, including this week's weekly race guide, which will help you out at this circuit, and do check out the partners below. Big thanks for watching as always, and I hope to see you in another video or live stream again very soon.